So, getting back into weekly reviews has been on the Marcus Digital to-do list for like a year. But today is the day. We can rejoice. We finally made it to the other side. Doing Black History Month all month, but we are here to talk about Captain America Brave New World, which is the 35th, Jesus, film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Following the events of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Sam Wilson has fully embraced the mantle of Captain America. But the newest president is Thaddeus Ross, who has an awful history with the Avengers and a hidden agenda that could alter the entire world as we know it. Beginning with a dubbed down Marvel Studios intro had me feeling some sort of way, right? I'm used to the heroes, the graphics, the yearly updates. I was like, oh, we just doing black and white? Okay. Apple pie, where are you? Oatmeal cream pie, I need you. But we do open the actual film with Ross on his campaign trail to become president of the United States of America. And with that character's history, I'm wondering how that went down.
Like you to run for president.
Of what?
The United States.
Of what?
Of America.
Which America?
North America.
Jumping forward 5 years, we see that Ross has got the promotion. I am shocked that he actually got the presidential election. Okay, whatever, I'm not shocked. But we do see Sam Wilson's combat being upgraded with the shield. Him doing the traditional Falcon flip kick, but now incorporating the usage of a vibranium shield with vibranium wings along with Redbird assisting him has really elevated this character's combat. And Sam Wilson is very much so him. When it comes to fighting the Avengers, let me go fight that motherfucker with the hearing aid. I'll beat his ass. I ain't trying to fight this guy.
Right? Yeah. Okay, do my best.
The cast overall is like a really mixed bag because you get the sense that some people were just here because of awkward recasts. We didn't heard the fucking stories about the reshoots. And then also we have people that are just here for the long play only. So there's hurdles you have to go through. But Anthony Mackie very much so owns the role of Captain America. You can feel how different his energy is in the movie compared to when he was the Falcon, when he was a member of the Avengers, but now one day he'll be the leader of said team. Also, it's how people in the film treated him. The public embracing him with the mantle. Him talking to world leaders in a foreign language. I was like, okay, the details were freaking beautiful. The relationship he had to Isaiah and to Joaquin and to even somebody like Ross, who at one point put this motherfucker in an underground prison. Damn. Like he Black Adam in a water prison. That was some bullshit. But the character even pushed through that, right? And I just go back to Captain America, the first Avenger, and I'm like, okay, everything I've seen from Sam Wilson, this is why Steve Rogers gave the shield to him.
Whatever happens tomorrow, you must promise me one thing. That you will stay who you are. Not a perfect soldier, but a good man.
Look, I'm getting ready to fuck up a name, y'all. I love y'all, but this is a Marcus Digital tradition to butcher a name. This ain't a normal video if I don't destroy somebody's name and legacy and lineage. Let's go. Giancarlo Esposito. That's the motherfucker from Breaking Bad with the chicken restaurant. That's him. Okay, he plays Seth Faulkner, who is basically a non-superpowered threat that opposes Sam and also moves the early plot of the movie along. In the comic books, this character is boring as hell. He offers nothing of really intrigue, but this was an MCU attempt at casting a dynamic actor to play a boring character hoping that they can do something. Anything. And it was a decent role for him. It wasn't anything too revolutionary, but I'm expecting for him to be a player in maybe an X-Men movie down the line. Sierra Hobbs was the head of security for President Ross. Oh my God, was she painful in the movie. Her line delivery was so dry. The way she would look at people was like she had no fucking soul. Even when she gave Isaiah back his suit that he named after his wife who passed years ago, the emotion in her eyes was like, here go your suit. Have a good day. Like she at Walmart. Like, God damn. The energy she gave was so pathetic in the movie. And making it even worse, she's 5'2". I try not to be the guy that brings real life physics into the world of comic books. But me calling her 5'2", seeing her do the shit she did in the movie as a widow, is me being very fucking kind. That woman gotta be like 4'5". What the fuck? Harrison Ford's General Ross was the newest addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe and also to this cast. Rest in peace to William Hurt, the actor who previously portrayed Ross in other Marvel movies. And I gotta say, I thought Harrison Ford brought a little bit deeper of an acting job to the actual role. We saw a three-dimensional General Ross in this movie. We saw the attack dog that has been hunting down Bruce Banner for decades now. We saw the absent father that yearned for a relationship of consistency with his daughter Betty Ross. And then we also saw the presidential political salesman that's out there spewing good bullshit. Sam, work with me. I want to bring the Avengers back. This motherfucker threw him in the Black Adam prison. Come on now. You full of shit. Over the past few days, we've had a lot of conversation about homework. Oh, Lord. When you go see a Marvel movie, you got to do so much homework. Nigga, where I come from, homework was like pen and paper. It was big-ass textbooks. This ain't no homework. We chilling. We vibing out. But even if you do go, I got to watch this and I got to watch that, the first 15 minutes of the movie tells you everything you need to know in order to soak in the plot they're giving you. Not only did they do a great job of that, but you get callbacks to other things summed up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe history. We actually had news clippings of the Incredible Hulk versus Abomination fight from 2008. That is incredible. To be that guy, us seeing clips of the Incredible Hulk kind of shows you the Eternals are smoked out. Marvel Studios really don't fuck with that team because they just had a movie during COVID, and now it's like, that Celestial, yeah, we're going to talk about them. The people that froze the Celestial, they ain't around. They ain't going to never be around.
We're Eternals. We came here 7,000 years ago to protect humans from the deviants. Now they're back.
Get them the, please! Black, get them the fuck out of here! Black, please!
And one more thing about homework. This took away all the thinking, all of the multiverse elements everybody been complaining about, because there is no mention of that in the entire movie. This isn't throwing back to Toby and Andrew or to Pietro, but not Pietro from WandaVision or any other multiverse element we've seen in this new phase. It's all a centralized story about a new Captain America and how he's going to face the world as it currently is post Thanos. It's a different place. At times you kind of feel like the plot lines in this movie are really just designed to wrap up old films, because it never really felt like it was Anthony Mackie's cinematic film. It really kind of felt like a high quality streaming movie. And I ain't dissing streaming movies. There's some streaming movies out there that make you go, damn.
If we don't stop Harlem, all all life on Earth is doomed. Everything I know about it.
That's on Netflix? Damn, J-Lo. All right. Shit. But at the same time, it didn't really feel massive enough for Captain America as a character. There were just certain moments where plot lines came from other movies and it almost took you away from Sam Wilson's journey. Maybe even him facing off against the Serpent Society like he originally was supposed to would have definitely been better than him having a Hulk villain in his own solo movie. It just would have allowed for you to even tie back to the Winter Soldier and go, hey, look, Hydra is like a serpent, like a serpent's head. You cut off one head and another one will reappear. Hydra will always be. That would have definitely been a better way to go about it. For me, no matter who carries the shield, one of the most funnest things to see is how will this individual incorporate the usage of it into their combat. And I gotta tell y'all, there's one scene in this movie you gotta see in IMAX. It's the Indian Ocean scene, bro, involving the Celestial and Antimanium. Oh my God. To see Sam fly with the hyperspeed helmet on, the vibranium wings, while Red Wing covers his six, carrying the shield, is fucking crazy. While trying to stop a world war. It was so well done. And it shows you the difference between him and Steve Rogers, or even him and Iron Man, and how they're able to do things differently. The moment where Sam came down to the water and rode a fucking missile. Psst. What? Who is this man? He's him.
Red Wing, a little help.
The comic book departures they took with a gang of characters actually kind of worked for me, to be honest with you, right? So we did have different stories for how Ross became Red Hawk. There's a storyline involving gamma radiation and a super soldier serum. There's another story involving a cosmic satellite that made him Red Hawk. But here, it's involving some pills. You know, Ross was a blue chew man. Ross was a blue pill man, all right? He was popping them motherfucking Percocets.
Let me pop a perk right quick. Okay. I'm itching right now.
I'm itching right now. He was popping them things whenever he got nervous, whenever he felt stressed, whenever that heart started beating. And I thought that that allowed for the leader's manipulation to actually make sense, because Ross found himself in a situation where he needed to take these pills in order to survive, in order to live. And there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the MCU version of that character. But before we get into that, speaking of the leader, there's a lot of conversation about his design. And y'all motherfuckers complained when MODOK looked like MODOK in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantum Boogaloo. Y'all complained. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Nobody listening to me now. Bad movie. But MODOK looked exactly how he did in the comic books, and people complained. So of course they're gonna take that mega big brain, mega mind, Mojo Jojo away from the leader and make him look like the Fan-Forstic Dr. Doom.
Brother,
in a sex bondage suit. He looked kind of weird.
That?
He looked awkward as fuck in the movie, but y'all complained, so that's what y'all get. The biggest question leading up to the film that I got from so many of y'all in a live stream and just non-stop social media conversation: how the hell is Sam Wilson gonna beat a Hulk? He a human being. He can't do it. First off, there is no beating a Hulk. There's either dying or surviving. And the way the movie was written, it made perfect sense for Sam Wilson to be able to survive a Hulk using technology, using speed, and ultimately tying back to Captain America the Winter Soldier, his first MCU appearance, where Sam is able to talk Ross down. If you go back to, might have been his second scene in that movie, Sam is running a therapy group involving former members of the U.S. military.
Some stuff you leave there, other stuff you bring back. It's our job to figure out how to carry it. Is it going to be in a big suitcase or in a little man purse? It's up to you.
So Sam used those skills that he learned in order to talk to a war hero in General Ross to get him to calm down. The CGI for some of the green screen, we're going to keep it a buck. When he was talking to him, it looked like a play. It looked like the Michael Jackson Experience. It was looking a little tough. I ain't gonna cap. But besides that, I thought that it was pretty appropriate for how he dealt with a threat that large. Before we close out this review, two more things I want to point out, right? One thing is, I thought this movie could have done a better job of giving us better fallout. And what I mean by that is this. You have Ross, who has such a bad history with the Avengers, and he has hunted the Hulk down like an animal for decades. And I'm pretty sure he's killed a lot of people in the process. How was the public perception to him running for president? We never got that. I wanted to see that political journey. Also, I wanted there to be more of a national storyline revolving just to this country. Too many times this film felt a need to have Captain America be a figure for the world, involving other countries, France, Korea. Shout out to them, but this ain't your shit. This Captain America. This ain't Captain World. So this ain't Captain Planet. It's Captain America. I really did not care for that. They could have made the story more centralized. And lastly, to close out this review, going into movies that have black leads, you always have to have your head on swivel for that bullshit. I learned that from Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Ray! I learned it from John Boyega drinking water out of troughs. I learned that from him being a janitor stormtrooper. So going into this movie, you definitely wondered about the usage of Sam's hyperspeed helmet. Is it going to be in every action scene? Are they trying to cover up this black man's face? Those are things that you worried about going into the film, but there was no real slick bullshit in this movie involving him or Isaiah where I was like, damn, really? Y'all gonna do that? Really? Like, it wasn't a scene of Sam bucking his eyes. Ooh. Ooh, it's a white woman over there. Oh, Lord, you look like Ray. ain't no goofy shit like that. It's not Sam having to have a talk to the local news moment about the black struggle. Ain't none of that bullshit. It's just really a dope comic book movie. And it does touch on elements of racism like it should, because this is a man carrying the American flag everywhere he goes. So you definitely peep the moments of the storyline where it was appropriate to have those conversations, to have those moments. And I thought they did a great job of incorporating it. Anyway, Captain America Brave New World. What does it get? What does it deserve? Captain America Brave New World gets a B-. It wasn't great. It wasn't going to blow you away. It's not the best film in the MCU, but we done had some movies, comic book movies, over the past few months. Joker, Kraven, a year ago, The Marvels, to make you question aspects of life. This ain't that. Thank God.
Bless up.